The old landline phone was disconnected, but it rang anyway, and the boy on the other end only wanted one thing: to play. Welcome! Get ready for a chilling story about a phone call that no one wants to answer, the final call. We will practice the past simple and the past continuous for your A2 B1 English level. Elias was 13 years old. He was a boy who loved silence and solitude. One cold, rainy Saturday evening, Elias was alone in the house. His parents were out at a dinner party, and they were expected back very late. The house was quiet, but the rain was hitting the windows hard. Elias was sitting in the living room, reading a long fantasy book. The only phone in the house was an old, heavy landline phone that was hung on the kitchen wall. Suddenly, the silence broke. The phone began to ring, a sharp, old-fashioned sound that felt loud in the empty house. Elias put his book down. He looked at the clock. It was 10:30 p.m. His parents did not call from dinner parties. He walked slowly to the kitchen. The phone was ringing again. He picked it up. "Hello?" he said, trying to sound older and stronger than he felt. The voice on the other end was small, cold, and clear, like thin glass breaking. It belonged to a child, a boy. "Elias, are you playing with my ball? I cannot find it. It is red." Elias did not know the voice. He felt confused. "Who is this? You have the wrong number," he answered. The voice giggled, a quiet, unhappy sound. "No, Elias. I am the boy who played here before you. I lost my red ball behind the washing machine. I think you found it." Elias felt a terrible ice in his stomach. He knew that house was built on the site of a very old house that burned down 50 years ago. He had heard the story from an old neighbor. He did not tell the voice about his own red toy ball that was lost behind his washing machine last week. He had looked for it everywhere. "There is no one here. Stop calling this number," Elias said. His voice was shaking. The child's voice became serious, almost a whisper. "I am still here, Elias. I am waiting for my ball. If you do not give it to me, I will come and look for it myself. I am coming up the stairs." Elias dropped the heavy phone. It hit the wooden floor with a terrible crash. He did not wait to hear if the boy was still talking. He ran to the living room and hid under the large table, covering his ears. He was shaking. He could hear his own fast breathing. Then he heard it again. The phone was ringing from the kitchen floor. It rang 3 times, then stopped. Elias tried to calm down. He thought, "The line is broken. The boy is not real." But the floorboards in the hallway creaked. A slow, definite sound, like a small, wet shoe, was moving slowly towards the living room. Elias stayed under the table. He was waiting for his parents. He closed his eyes and prayed for the morning sun. He never saw the boy, but for the rest of the night, the phone kept ringing, sometimes loud, sometimes very quiet, until the first light appeared in the sky. When his parents came home at 6 a.m., the house was quiet. The phone was silent on the floor. Elias was sleeping under the table. He never told his parents why he didn't use the landline phone again. He knew the boy was still waiting for his next call. Thank you for joining us for the final call. This mysterious story helped us practice using the past tenses to create a terrifying atmosphere. Here are some new words we learned today: solitude, landline, giggled, sight, washing machine, creaked, breathing, prayed. Today we focused on the past simple and the past continuous to tell a story. Past simple, main events: Elias picked it up. The phone hit the floor. Past continuous, setting the scene. The rain was hitting the windows. The boy was coming up the stairs. Tried to describe a time you were home alone, using the past continuous to describe the atmosphere, and the past simple for a sudden, unexpected event. If you want more chilling stories and lessons for A2 B1 English, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend. We will see you next time for another story. And remember, always check the caller ID, even when the phone is unplugged. Bye.